Like, what's your take on or like even like your opinion on like the dating scene in LA in general, and how does it compare with the dating scene back home?
The biggest difference would be that most of, the male population that I would date in like Pittsburgh or in Pennsylvania would be driving a lifted truck.
Yeah.
Whereas here, we're driving Teslas. It's just a subtle difference.
3, 2, 1.
Seanydoo. Hello, and welcome to Situaseans Podcast. I'm your host, Sean Michael Williams, aka Seanydoo. You can call me Sean, Seanydoo, does not matter to me. I'm just glad that y'all are here. Have a special guest here. She is a comedian, a podcaster, a host, like a red carpet host, and also a dog mom. So welcome to the show, Danielle Kaufman, aka Dammit Danii.
Good stuff. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be here.
Yeah.
Is your nickname Scooby-Doo? Is that what you said?
Close.
Okay.
Seanydoo.
Okay. I love that.
So when I was growing up, I was a huge fan of Scooby-Doo. And so the family, they would all just call me Seanydoo.
I love that.
And so I rap on the side. And so like, that's actually like my stage name.
You rap on the side?
I
Do
do.
you have a SoundCloud?
I do.
I feel like I need to hear your SoundCloud. I need it. I need to know what you're doing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I love
SoundCloud,
when I find
music
out
videos, everything.
Wait, what? There's music videos too?
Oh, yes.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I need in on that. I need to go to a show.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Absolutely. And even just being like a creator in general, like you do all the things. Oh, also you're a comedian too, right?
I am. Yeah. So I do stand up. I'm getting back into it this year. I'm headlining a show, which I'll shout out towards the end of the show, but it's in my hometown.
Yeah.
So it's very special to me to be headlining in my hometown. Yeah. So I'm excited to get back out there and, tell some jokes, be out in front of the people. I'm like, why not? Let's add one more thing to the plate.
Yeah. Exactly.
Live a little. Spice it up.
Keep him booked and busy.
Can you
and
tell
blessed.
I'm single?
This is gonna be a fun episode. I already know.
Oh my God. It's gonna be something. I feel like you're catching me at a good time. A good time to ask me very, situation podcast questions.
Yeah.
Situation.
Yeah. Can you kind of tell us where are you coming from as far as so you said you recently moved to LA and everything. Tell us all about your hometown and what brought you out here.
Okay. So I am from a very small town in Pennsylvania called Altoona, Pennsylvania. The highlight that I love to tell everyone is that our baseball team, it's a AA baseball team. It's associated with the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's called the Altoona Curve. The mascot is Altoona.
Oh.
He's a fish.
All right.
He's a fish. But Altoona, aside from having a fish mascot, has some gems. I really enjoy going home when I do. I also enjoy leaving a lot. But it's a good time. And all of my friends, all my family are there. I lived in Pittsburgh for a few years, which, kind of like Altoona on a bigger scale. Yeah. Definitely more to do. The Steelers are there. The Penguins are there. I bleed black and gold because I came from the western side of the state.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh and Philly, it's two very different things. That's like a rivalry. So I'm from the Pittsburgh side of the state. And as one does, I followed a boy to Los Angeles. And I'm not with the boy any longer, but I'm still here.
Yeah. Still thriving and doing well. So,
yes. I'm happy to be here. I mean, LA is just beautiful. The weather, I just love that it's not gray 9 months out of the year.
Right.
I really appreciate that. I love, when it's freezing at home and I'm like, listen, it's 80 degrees here. It just gives me a little warmness in my heart.
Yes. I feel you because I'm from Chicago and I moved out here August of 2024. And so coming to LA and just like the warm weather, I'm like, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Because Chicago, 9 months out of the year is just bad, terrible, cold weather.
Yeah. I mean, you get it. It's like the same thing. It's just like you're living in darkness. It's like no wonder there's like seasonal depression. Like it's gray all the time. It's gray and it's cold and it's gross. Like I would just put off like going to the grocery store for like way longer than I should have because I'm like, I just can't leave.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely afraid to drive in snow, which is also why I moved across the country. I would like cry anytime it snowed and I had to drive. And I'm like, I'm not made to live here.
Well, you don't want to be sliding and doing donuts in the snow.
Oh my God. Listen, Sean, if I told you how many times I've been in car accidents, it's ridiculous.
You know what? I want to know. I'm curious. Damn it, Danii, tell me.
That's where the name comes from. At minimum 8 to 10.
Accidents.
Since I started driving. A lot of them like right when I first got my license.
How old were you?
16.
Oh, yeah, like okay, yeah, like
16. One of my favorite one of my dad's favorite stories that he loved to tell about me was that our State Farm agent actually called after I'd been driving for like 2 years. And she's like, she's a liability. She needs to move out of your house. She can't be on your policy. Like we're dropping her. Like she's had way too many accidents. Like I'm probably in a training video somewhere where they're like, would you insure her?
You know, like that. What is it? Is it the Allstate commercial with the guy who keeps like crashing into things and hurting himself?
Yes.
The Tina Fey's husband.
Yes. And if you answer yes to you would insure me, you're not an agent. I can guarantee State Farm said no. They said you don't need employment here. It's not great.
Oh my goodness. I can imagine like your policy could be probably scary to just look at.
I have spent so much in insurance policy. It's ridiculous. Like I pay more than the average American for sure. Like when they say when you're 25, I think it goes down. Mine probably doubled. It's fine.
They're gonna like increase like the age of like because you know how like yeah, like the older you are, like the cheaper your insurance rate is gonna be.
Yeah.
They're gonna increase the age. Like oh yeah, in order for you to like pay cheaper insurance, now you have to be the minimum 40 or whatever. Everyone's gonna just turn around. Thanks, Danii.
Yeah, literally. They're either gonna raise that or when I turn 45, they're just gonna revoke my license. They're gonna be like, your eyesight's probably starting to go. So I probably have like 12 years left, realistically, that they're going to allow me to be on the streets. Thank God there's Waymo.
Yes. I love Waymo. When I first got out here, like literally Waymo, like I had like downloaded the app or whatever. Cause like, you know, like at the time Waymo was like, oh, you need like an invite code.
It was exclusive. Yeah, you needed like an invite.
So like I waited like a month and then like Waymo was like, oh, like your spot in line like is ready. Like, are you ready to join the app? I was like, yes.
Oh yeah, ride tonight.
And so since like my P.O. box is literally down the street, the first ride I took was literally down the street because I'm like, I'm afraid that I'm going to crash in this thing. So let me just do a test drive just to make sure that this thing is safe. So yeah, I made it to my destination. And after that, I was like, all right, cool. I trust Waymo now. I'm going to take this everywhere, you know, whenever I can't, you know, whenever I don't want to Uber or drive somewhere.
You know what I love about you? It took you 300 feet and you said, I trust it.
Yeah.
I trust it to take me in Los Angeles traffic and rush hour.
Across town.
If it can go 300 feet, it's fine. You're like, I'm putting my trust in it. I felt the same way.
Yeah.
It was so weird. And I remember when my stepmom came to visit me right after I moved here, she's like, you need to promise me you will never get in one of those. She's like, that's terrifying. You can't do it.
Yeah.
And literally a week later, I think I was in one. And it is weird. It's weird. And I'm very small town brain. So like it took me a while to like wrap my head around like a robot. But like as a woman, I feel safer in a Waymo.
Yes.
I feel a lot safer. Like I'll take my chances on the robot wrecking into something random. You know, if I've been asked on dates before by like Uber drivers and I've had some very odd conversations.
Oh, no.
So like, honestly, I will take the Waymo over an Uber driver any day of the week.
Very less likely to harass you than an Uber driver.
It's so quiet and peaceful. And honestly, like living in LA, it's like kind of a luxury. Like tonight, like I took the Waymo because I'm like, I don't want to have the stress of driving. Yeah. Even though you told me I had a parking spot, I was like, well, I'm just going to Waymo anyway. It's my excuse.
Yeah.
It's fine.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, like I recently saw on social media that I guess Waymo was under some hot water because apparently, you know, like the autonomous software that they use to drive the cars themselves, apparently it's actually being driven by people, in the Philippines. So I'm guessing, because this entire time, everyone just thought, oh, it was just whatever automated technology is driving it itself. And turns out, no, it's people behind computer screens driving. I'm like, damn, those are some really fucking good ass drivers then to be driving from behind the screen like it's Grand Theft Auto. Like
literally, is that how they recruit? Are they they get in the chat during Grand Theft Auto or whatever video games and hey, you're actually really good at this. Exceptional scores, exceptional. Would you consider a career with Waymo? That's kind of my thought. It's really funny that you say this because my friend, this is terrible. My friend sent me the post.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm still going to take my chances. I'm still going to take my chances.
Yeah, it's still safer.
It's still safer. And I hope they're being compensated well. I hope the workers at Waymo are being compensated well. I really do. And it's ethical and fair. But I'm taking it.
Yeah.
I still feel safer.
Yeah, yeah.
If some guy gets very angry and decides to crash it one day, then that's meant to be my last day. I don't know.
Right, it's like as long as an ex of yours doesn't work at Waymo driving the cars, you should be okay.
Right, it'll be fine. I should maybe just keep an eye out, just make sure that we're good. No one's driving a Waymo that I need to be concerned about. It's fine. I'll just brush my will up. It'll be okay. As long as my dogs are taken care of, it's fine.
Exactly.
It's all good.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, since you're a dog mom, can you tell us all about your pups?
I would love to. So, as a white woman, I have 2 rescue dogs. Chunk was the first baby I got. So he just turned a year in this past July. So he'll be turning 2 this year. He is my sweet little angel baby, but he's also very sassy.
Oh, okay.
Chunk's got a little mustache beard situation going on. He's very handsome.
Yeah.
All the dogs. There's a dog in our neighborhood named Floozy that absolutely adores him. So I joke that he's the mayor of West Hollywood, but he truly is. He just loves to see all the dogs and visit, and he's a spicy little guy.
Yeah.
So Chunk was my first baby, Chunky Monkey. Mm-hmm. My second baby was Rennis. I went to the South LA Animal Shelter and I saw him. I actually went to look at another dog named Walter.
Oh, Walter.
Sounds
so cute.
I know. I was like, stop it. His name's Walter. And I decided I wanted a pit bull because I'm a white girl, but also because Chunk did really well at the dog park with other pit bulls.
Yeah.
He's got some pit bull in him. And I was like, okay, I think this is what we do. Because I know there's so many pit bulls that need adopted. So I went to go look at Walter and they're like, listen, Walter doesn't like people. Walter doesn't like other dogs. And I'm like, we'll check him out. Walter did not like me. Walter was, he just wasn't having it. So I think he needs someone that can just give him the undivided care and attention and probably no other dogs or other animals or kids at the house situation. Yeah. I turned to the corner and I looked and I just saw Rennis and I said, he's it. I fell in love with him and I waited a month. I really thought about it because I'm having 2 dogs is going to be a lot. And I couldn't stop thinking about him. I was checking the website every day to make sure that he wasn't on the euthanization list. Cause I'm like, if he is, I'm going to go grab him. No questions asked. I got back from a bachelorette trip and I'm like, I'm going to go get him.
Yeah.
So I went and got him and he's been the best. I'm not going to lie. His name's a little weird. I totally understand that. But I was like, I don't know if I want to change it. I don't want to put that much stress on him. And I was like, I'll just call him Ren.
Yeah. And
I made a post about him. And somebody commented, they're like, it's Sinner backwards.
Oh, Rennis Sinner. Oh, wow.
So I think Rennis might have, he might have a criminal history.
Right.
And that's okay. That's all right.
Even dogs deserve a second chance.
Even dogs deserve, a second chance. He loves to wear pajamas now. He snuggles under the covers with me. I don't know how he would have functioned on the streets, honestly, before. But in all seriousness, he's adjusting really well.
Good,
and it's taken, I'd say more they usually say 3 months is the time that a dog, when you adopt them, it takes them 3 months to fully adjust. I'd say it took him about 6.
Oh, okay.
But he's doing really well. And I love him. And I love being a dog mom.
Oh,
I love being a doggy mom. All my friends have toddlers right now, and I'm happy with my dogs.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Wow. That's awesome. especially, like it sounds like they have a better home with you. Like even like the two of them, they get along well, it sounds like. Yeah.
It was a little sketchy at first. I'd say the first day or two. It took a little bit of like time for Chunk to adjust because he's like, this is my kingdom.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing in my kingdom? But once they adjusted, like they do so well together. They love like sleeping and they'll cuddle beside each other, which was like what I was like secretly kind of waiting for. And it just happened. Like I say within the last 2 months, and I'm very happy that it did. But I have learned that I just have to walk them separately because they equal my body weight together. And I tried it and I don't have the core strength for it. I have like one of those really cool, like little waist, like walkers to like walk them. It's very fancy. And I tried to walk both of them and I'm like, they're going to kill me. They pulled me through one shrub and I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. And somebody definitely saw me getting pulled through the shrub. I had mud all over me. And I said, this is the last time. So it's fine. We're getting our 10,000 steps in.
Somewhere out there, you're in a viral video. Woman gets drugged through the bushes by her dogs.
Honestly, it probably exists. I'm going to say it does. I do a lot of stupid shit. Yes.
That's amazing that like, your dogs are so lovely. They're getting along and like they have such a great dog mom.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Stop it. Stop. I do my best.
Yeah.
I try.
Yeah, I've had Harley for about 6 years now. Yeah.
And Harley is such a sweet angel. So is Harley a rescue?
Yeah, so I ended up getting her from an Amish dog breeding farm, and so I found out about her. So like a friend of the farm who's a friend of like the Amish farm who's not Amish, he had posted on like this. I forget what was it called, Moobly, or it's like an alternative Craigslist site.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it was like, hey, my friend
Sounds
owns
legitimate.
Right?
Exactly. Sounds like a good place to get a dog.
I thought that I was gonna like end up dead because I was like, is this site even real?
Like are you gonna get a wolf?
Right.
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
Right. And plus, mind you, the farm was located in Decatur, Michigan, and at the time I was in Chicago, so it's about like a good a few hours away. So I'm like, I hope that like I don't end up getting abducted, like or something like that, abducted. So I'm like, I gotta bring like somebody with me just to make sure. So I brought like my best friend, but
it's good to travel in packs.
Exactly.
You're going to the middle of nowhere to get a dog off of Moobly.
Exactly. Exactly. So on the site, this like the friend was like, hey, my friend is Amish. He has his farm. He has all these dogs that he's breeding. He's gonna put down all of these dogs. Does anyone want to come get him? Now at the time, I was looking for a dog because this was literally like April 2020. March 2020. So literally at the top of the pandemic.
Peak time to get a dog.
Exactly.
Peak time.
So since I was working remote at the time, I was at a different company in Chicago. I was like, okay, well, you know what? Since I'm remote, I got all this downtime to raise a dog and all this stuff. Sure, like let's go ahead and do it. I'm a single guy. Like, yeah, I want to get a dog. I've grew up with like 5 or 6 dogs, so I'm just used to always having a dog around. And so just doing all the research, I was like, okay, I want a husky or a shepherd or a husky shepherd mix. And then just looking at like the prices and how, expensive it is to get like a dog or even adopt one. Mm-hmm. I was like, I don't have like $5,000 for like a puppy husky or a German shepherd husky.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to just find some other solutions. And so that's where the Craigslist deep dive happened. So Craigslist, Moobly, all these other sites.
He's like, let me find a discount dog.
Right.
Let me find a discount dog.
Exactly. Sorry, Harley. We love you.
Harley, you are so cute. You are so cute. You look like a retail dog.
Right. I spoiled her like one.
Oh my gosh. Literally, we should be able to claim them on our taxes.
Seriously. And so, the site, they were going to put them down. And so I was like, okay, you know what? Let me go out there and just see. So I get there and mind you, so her name was Mrs. And I'm like, Mrs., you don't look like a Mrs. Ugh. Yeah. And so unfortunately she was abused because like she had like scars on her legs and like they had like this stick that they were like, I guess kind of beat or hurt the dogs with, like, oh, get over there, get over. Like, it was so bad. And she had like scars on her muzzle and everything. So I was like, oh my goodness, like I need to take her home. And honestly, it was her and like 4 other huskies. If I had the space, I would have just taken all of them.
Yeah.
And Harley was only like, she was about to be 2. So the guy told me that he already breeded her with another husky. So she already had like 1 litter of dogs or whatever. So I'm just like, wow, like she barely is like even 2 and you're like just milking her for like all the puppies.
Literally. And she's still a puppy herself.
Exactly. So I just felt so bad. And so, yeah, I, took her with me and everything. So she was just covered in like, a mess, like just like, blood and also just like her own feces. Cause like, I guess like they just kept her in cages all day. So
that's terrible.
So I'm like, loading her into the car. And as I was loading her in, she slipped out of her leash and just took off in the other direction. I'm like, fuck, I lost this dog. She's going to be dead within like.
No, you got her for 2 seconds.
Exactly. I'm like.
She's like, bye.
Right? She's like,
prison escape.
Out of here. I'm like, oh goodness, I'm in the middle of nowhere. She's gonna be dead within a couple of hours or by midnight because like coyotes and what other else is out
yes.
here.
Gosh, you don't know what's in those woods. Mountain lions.
So good, thank goodness, me and my friend, we were able to kind of track her down and get her. And as she took off though, I was like, damn, she took off like a Harley Davidson. Harley.
Stop. I love that. I was wondering if there was a Harley Davidson connection.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's it. That's how she got her name. So she kind of named herself. And then, first night she was definitely stressed as ever. Like I could not get her to eat her food or drink her water. She was, just spooked, rightfully so. She's like, hey, I'm being abused and now I'm being taken away from my home or whatever. Now I'm here. What the fuck is going on? But took her a couple of years to get used to humans and stuff like that. She never she was never like a biter, like, oh, I'm going to bite you if I'm afraid. She was just like, I'm going to hide in a corner. Don't touch me. These days, she's still kind of like that, but like give her like literally like a minute and she'll be like, okay, now you can pet me.
She has a very sweet demeanor and she's very sweet. And when I put my hand out to her, like she took to it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So she's such a sweet girl.
Absolutely.
And she's a lucky girl to have you as a dog dad.
Thank
you. God you got her out of that prison.
Yes.
Oh my God, do those people that like hurt all those dogs, like I hope they have bad days for the rest of their lives.
Same.
I cannot.
Yeah, I wish I still had my old phone because like literally like it has like the address and the information of that place because I would want to go back there or just have like a welfare check on those dogs.
Literally.
Yeah.
Listen, Sean, I would have put 4 of those dogs in a Nissan Altima. I would have been like, get in.
Exactly. Because I was thinking, I was like, where am I going to put all 5 of these dogs in my like 500 square foot? Because at the time, like studio, because I had like a small, like no bedroom, just a studio. So I was like, fuck.
It'd be a bed, a sofa, and 5 dogs.
Exactly. Now, if the situation was different, if the situation were different, and I found them out here, I got a bedroom now, so I would have put the dogs in the bedroom. I just sleep in the bed.
Sean, you could have 10 dogs in here.
Right.
You could
a
have
little bit more space.
10 dogs in here easily. So, you need to start doing the Lord's work, start getting the dogs. There's so many here that need adopted. Like
exactly.
It blows my mind how many dogs need adopted and homes and just the abuse that I see here, like in the city. Like it's just, and the shelters are just constantly overrun. If I could take more, I would. Yeah. 2's my max.
Right.
2's max in my apartment. They're not apartment size.
Well, what happens if you date somebody and they have 2 dogs as well? Like
I've thought about this. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like part of me wishes they don't have a dog because like I'm so attached to my babies that I would prefer somebody just come in and we don't add more dogs to the situation.
Yeah, right. Sean.
I feel like I'm going to do that 45 times tonight. Situation. I'm just doing the thing for you here. I don't know. Like I think about that a lot. I'm like, do I want to find someone that has a dog? I feel like if someone has 2 dogs, it's going to be a no because I think 4 dogs might be too much. Like we live in LA. If I was back home in Pennsylvania, I'd say the more the merrier because you can have more land, you have a yard, like you're living a little bit more of a country lifestyle.
Yes.
Here we're not.
Yeah.
You know?
And in New York is even worse. Try imagine fitting 4 dogs in a New York apartment.
Dear Lord, that would be it. That would be it. You'd have
It's like the space is literally from here to here.
It'd be 300 square feet. It would be your dogs. And maybe you wouldn't even be able to fit a cot in there.
Exactly.
You'd sleep on a throw pillow.
Yeah.
Which, my sciatica, that just hurts even thinking about. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like when I start dating again, I might have to put like on my profile, like I already have 2 kids and it's Chunk and Rennis and I'm not taking it anymore. I'll take a human kid, but I'm not taking any dogs. No. Tapped out.
I feel you there. Cause even when I when I was back in Chicago, I was dating somebody for a couple years and she had a cat and her cat and Harley were like best friends, thankfully. Like Harley, because I was worried because I was like, I've never seen Harley interact with any other animals besides dogs. Right. And thankfully she loves all animals. I think the only animal that she's probably a little iffy with is like pet rabbits.
That makes sense. Yeah. That checks out. That would be a dicey situation.
Exactly. And thank goodness no one has a pet squirrel because
My gosh, could you imagine? That's Chunk's favorite activity. He loves to just sit and watch squirrels up in the tree. Like he'll just sit mesmerized. Like it's the most beautiful thing he's ever seen in his life. Mm-hmm. And the one day when I was walking him, he stopped and he's doing his usual thing. He's watching the squirrels. And I hear this voice and this gentleman's going, excuse me. And I'm like, what? Like what? And he's like, can you go on? I want to feed the squirrels. It's squirrel feeding time. And I'm like, I am so sorry that we are taking away from your squirrel feeding time. I think he was worried that Chunk would scare the squirrels away. And, we have a few people on our block that love to just sit and feed the squirrels peanuts. Yeah. So Chunk was impeding on that time. Probably his favorite part of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, so I know like in my situation, goodness.
Oh my gosh.
I wasn't even trying this time. I wasn't even trying.
I feel like if you're listening to this, just rewind it back, grab a bottle of your favorite liquor. Every time we say it, just take a shot. You will be ready to have the time of your life.
I promise y'all, this is just water.
I know, like we only have water, but you'll have a great time. I feel like you'll make great decisions.
Yes. Yeah, so I know for me, if I date somebody serious, I think probably like 1 or 2 dogs would probably have to be like the limit because no more than 3, especially in like a small space. Because it's like, that's a really good point. Because where are you going to put like all of the furry children?
It's a lot of energy.
Yes.
It's a lot of energy, like in a very small space. Mm-hmm. And, you think about just like the maintenance and taking care of them and making sure they're getting the exercise they need. And like, it's a lot with 2 dogs. Yeah. Like I feel it with 2 dogs. So I think adding another dog and then you got to acclimate them and get them used to each other and get them in a routine. And it's a lot. It is like having children.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, not really, but kind of. My friends would be listening at home and be like, Dani, shut up. Like the stories they tell me about their kids, I'm just like, I don't know how you do this.
And speaking of like dating in general, so like what's your take on or like even like your opinion on like the dating scene in LA in general, and how does it compare with the dating scene back home?
So I feel like the biggest difference would be that most of the male population that I would date in like Pittsburgh or in Pennsylvania would be driving a lifted truck. Yeah. Whereas here, we're driving Teslas. It's just a subtle difference. It's a little bit of a different pool of men. Mm-hmm. I feel like there is more variety. I don't know. I dabbled my toe for a few months and then I got out of a serious relationship. I dabbled my toe for a few months. So I was like, I kind of just like want to have fun. Yeah. And then I started dating a little bit and then I'm like, you know what? I decided to take a step back. I'm like, I think I need to take a break because what was scaring me is because what I date, I can casually date and I like to have fun, but then I find myself in like a relationship and I'm like, I don't want to be in a relationship right now. Yeah. I'm just not feeling it. I'm also in this weird spot where like, and this is going to sound so selfish, I just don't want to deal with someone else's emotions right now because I just feel like I'm going through a lot personally. I've re-entered therapy. My whole family's very excited.
We love therapy.
She's medicated. She's doing therapy. And I feel like I just really want to focus on my career this year. I want to focus on myself this year. And then I feel like there's probably like a bet pool at home that my friends have probably going on and like how long this is actually going to go. But I'm trying to make it a year that I just don't date and I just take the time for myself. Cause I really haven't done that. I did that for a little while I was in Pittsburgh and I had fun and I dated. And that was probably like one of my favorite times of life was I was very independent. I was just dating. I was having a good time. And I want to reflect that here, but I think I just need the time right now, like for myself. And dating here it's a lot of interesting people. Yes. There's a lot of interesting people. I feel like whatever you want to find, you could probably find here, which is fun and great. I also wonder how serious people are dating here. I don't know. Yeah. You know, like is a lot of it casual? Are people looking for something here? Like, I'm not sure what the vibe is. It probably depends on what you're looking for and like what energy you're putting out. But yeah, I haven't had much experience here yet.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I mean, you've been here for like almost 2 years. So yeah, you've been trying to focus on you right now. And, you're building like your career in like in podcasting and comedy and even just like everything creative. So like, no, that definitely makes sense why you want to, focus more on your craft. So yeah, I love that for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'd like to find a partner that fits into my life and, that works well with me and that can just fit easily in and is very cool and confident with allowing me to just be myself. And I say allowing in I feel like for a listener, it might be like, well, why would she allow someone? But it's like, I feel like in past relationships I've been, it's felt like there hasn't been an allowance for me to be myself. And, we're not doing that anymore. Yeah. We're not worrying about that anymore. Like if you aren't okay with it or you can't handle it, then it won't work.
Right.
So it's just one of the things I've learned in my trials and errors.
For sure. Yeah, I know for me, dating in LA versus dating in Chicago, I definitely can kind of echo that it is two different worlds because I feel like in Chicago, and maybe this is like, I know like a few people like that can kind of relate to this as far as like the jadedness of dating in Chicago because I feel like the cold weather just gets to everybody. We're just like,
just miserable.
Just miserable. Exactly. But I think Chicagoans like just dating out there, especially in the city, people are a lot more honest, like as far as just like, oh yeah, if they're not fucking with you, like they'll be like, oh, I had a good time, but I don't think that there's something like they'll tell you flat out and not waste your time versus like out here, I've noticed you get the LA no, oh my God, yes, we should totally go on another date. And then like, you just never hear back.
It's true with dating and also just in general, I've noticed like, I think from being from like the East Coast and I was even from like a Midwestern area, but like, I feel like I'm very cut and dry. Like I'm like, yes, no, like I try to be very direct. And like, you probably experience that directness too. Like when you're in Chicago, cause I'm sure there's a lot of people from the East Coast and in Chicago that's like the attitude. And here it's not like that.
No, not at all.
It's not like that. That was a thing I needed to adjust to. Yeah. I was like, okay, all right. Cool down a little bit. I looked back a few notches.
Exactly. And I had a guest on last year and like they were kind of saying, yeah, I feel like everybody out here is too busy chasing their entertainment careers to really be seriously dating. It feels like. I'm like, that's kind of true. It feels like that.
It is because like in a way it's like that's why I'm here. Like that's what's keeping me here is like working on the podcast and my comedy. So like yes, like that's why I'm here. I'm paying a lot of money to be here. So like I want to use my time up wisely. Yeah. And part of me kind of goes back and forth with will I go home? And it's like, do I want to find somebody serious here who may not be open to moving back to where I'm from? Yeah. So that also has factored in a little bit to my decision making. I have to share this.
Yeah,
my dad passed away this past Christmas.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
It's okay. And he was like just my favorite person in life, and I could always go to him for advice. And it was the last conversation we had, and I was just telling him about my breakup. And he goes, honey, have you thought about women? And I said, Dad, you know, I have thought about it. I'm not going to lie to you. And he's like, maybe we take this time in LA to experiment with just yourself and your sexuality. Who knows? Maybe I'll take him up on it. Yeah. We'll see.
Exactly.
He's like, I think you've exhausted all your avenues.
A lot of men are unhinged. I will admit. I apologize on behalf of my gender.
And it's hard because I'm like, I love men, like I do, and I'm just like, I get bamboozled. I go back in for more. But I thought that it was his way of trying to bring some lightness to the situation, and he was just a very funny guy.
I see where you get like the funny side from.
Yeah, it definitely is. A lot of it's been inherited from him. He was hysterical, but I love that was his fatherly advice.
Yeah.
He's like, maybe we try something new. Maybe we shake it up a little bit.
Yes. Amazing. And even just like being like a comedian, can you kind of share with us, like, how did you like cross over into that? Like, what sparked the passion for that and sparked the passion for podcasting?
Oh boy. Okay. So my love for comedy started when I was very young. I was a very introverted teenager. I spent a lot of time in my room. And while I was in my room, being an emo child, I really enjoyed watching Comedy Central. Yeah. And this is like back in the day where like, I hate to be that millennial, but it's like back in the day when we had cable and you would watch Comedy Central and all night they would play stand-up specials.
Yes.
Just half hour, just over and over. And I would watch The Chappelle Show. I would watch Dave Attell, his Insomniacs show that he had. I would watch I remember watching like the roast battles and watching just different comedians what I loved was like they showed current comedians and then they would show like stuff kind of like in the 90s, like some older stuff like Out of the Vault. But I would just absorb stand up constantly. And I was always like, I want to do this. But I felt like where I lived and because I was so shy, I'm like, I'm never going to be able to do this. Like I don't have the confidence for it. And like, who's doing it in the middle of Pennsylvania? At the time, nobody.
Yeah.
So I just felt like it was a dream that could never be attained. I literally had a quarter life crisis when I turned 25. It was a very weird, real thing. And I was married at the time and I'm like, this isn't the life I want. I felt like, when you grow up in a small Midwestern town, you're kind of taught like, okay, you get married, you have kids, that's your life. And I'm like, I don't know if I want that to be my life. And I felt like, I'm still young. I feel like I should just take the leap. So I did. And, my ex-husband, he was great and he's a good guy. And, I wish him well, but it just wasn't the life that I wanted at the time. I just knew that there was more that I wanted for myself as far as like career wise. So I moved to Pittsburgh. I started doing stand-up. The first time I did it, I remember how nervous I was. I remember I was like, put me up last. Like literally there was like 3 people in the room. And it was like the biggest thing for me to tell my jokes in front of like 3 people. And just the encouragement that the other comics that hung around gave me the fuel to be like, okay, I can do this. Like it's going to take me time, but like I will get used to being up in front of people. Now it doesn't bother me like it once did, but I would just get so much anxiety and panic. It would overwhelm me. And I'm an anxious person to begin with. So it's just like, getting over that was like my biggest hurdle. And then I was trying to figure out, well, how can this kind of correlate with comedy? And I've always admired Howard Stern. Yeah. My dad always listened to Howard Stern in the car. Like I just grew up listening to it. And I just had this dream. I'm like, I kind of want to be like the female Howard Stern. Maybe not like the Butterface competitions and like the things that like we don't, smile upon right now. The things he did in the past are a little questionable. Yeah. But I just truly admire how as an interviewer, he's able to connect with people and he's just so natural in the way he speaks, with his guests. And I feel like he digs a little deeper than some interviewers do. And I just love his style. And I'm like, I want to do that. I want to aspire to be that. So I started Dammit Danii when I moved to Pittsburgh. So I started it and learned that podcasting is hard. Yes. You have to love it. My producer says like, most people don't make it past, I think he said like 20 episodes, 20 or 50. So it's a huge achievement when you get over that hurdle and you're like, okay, I'm going to keep doing this, but it takes a lot. I think when people watch it, sometimes at home, maybe they don't understand how much goes into it. And you know this as a podcast host, and this is why I love talking to a podcast host.
Yeah.
It's like the planning, the preparation, the scouting for guests, finding a location or using your home, the editing. Like, I'm very grateful to have a team behind me of producers that help me with my podcast, because I hate editing and I wouldn't do it. If I had to edit my podcast, Dammit Danii would be done. It'd be a wrap. I don't have the attention span. Like, I can't sit and focus on like, and I think that's why I'm good at what I do, because I do this and then I'm like, all right, I'm going to go do something else. Like, I just go to another thing. I can't sit in front of a screen and do that. So that is my long-winded answer.
No, not long-winded at all. I love like, you know, whenever I ask a guest, like kind of like what sparked their passion into things and how, you know, even just the storytelling behind it, it just moves me, like, you know, just hearing it. And I know it moves the audience as well, because, you know, we all do have a story to tell. We all do, like, you know, have like these inspirations or like these moments in life that bring us, you know, to where we are now. So that's amazing. So like, as far as like the name behind it, Dammit Danii,
Yes.
how did that come about?
So I've heard it a lot in my life.
Gotcha.
I've heard it a lot in my life. There was an art teacher that I had, and I think she was like a teacher's assistant. She wasn't like actually our art teacher in junior high school. And I remember one of my friends, like, I did something stupid, and I think she said, "Dammit Danii," and it kind of stuck. And then I just felt like I've heard that so much through my life, whether it be through like my parents or my brothers or my friends. Like, listen, I am very open and honest that I do dumb shit all the time. You know, it's just part of my appeal. And I feel like I just heard it so much. And when I was thinking of a name, I'm like, it's who I am. It just kind of makes sense. It's a little weird. And, you know, I probably get shadow banned sometimes because my name is Dammit Danii. But it just kind of pieced together and made sense. And it looks really cool on a sticker.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I even love like the what is it, like the brand colors behind like the podcast and everything is like,
Thank you.
Like hot pink and everything. So
thank you.
On brand for sure.
This is very on brand. See, this is why I needed the microphone.
Exactly.
This is why I needed it. When I was working on the inspiration for the artwork for it, I literally sent the artist that was working on it just pictures of like Rat, the 80s hair metal band.
Yeah.
They're like album covers. I said, I want it to be like this. So is it me riding the cheetah? It's up to your interpretation.
It's definitely like a nice like retro style too. I love it. Yeah. And I was able to check out the episode, I believe with Bree. Yeah. Like,
yes, Bree and Malcolm. Yes, they were so fun.
Yeah.
Bree is wild.
Yeah.
She's wild. And those were two guests that, you know, I'll be honest, like Christian Allen, our mutual friend.
Yes.
He had recommended them onto the podcast and I knew nothing about them. I did some research and I'm like, okay, like Bree does some like horror acting, it looks like, and like some haunted houses and like an escape room kind of thing. And Malcolm, it looks like he rides a skateboard. I don't know what the hell Malcolm does. And then we start talking and that's what I love about podcasting. It's like, I just feel like you get to know that other person so well. Yeah. And honestly, that's why my episodes aren't structured. You sent out a beautiful outline. You are so professional. And I loved it because I was able to prepare. My guests are probably like, what kind of fucking backdoor operation are we doing with this podcast? Because they show up. But I'm like, you know what? Like, I have guidelines. Like I have things that I'll research and I kind of like know what I'm going to talk about, but I let them take the wheel. Like I let the guest take the wheel. And if I would have like had like, and I'm sure you've noticed this as well. If you have questions that you're just trying to hit, you'll be so focused on those questions that you're not absorbing like what the guest is saying. We would have never found so much out about tasers had I not.
She keeps a taser on her.
She keeps a taser on her. So, you know, maybe don't. Can I swear?
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
I probably did already, which I apologize.
I would be offended if you did not have one swear, at least in this episode.
Okay, perfect. Like, don't fuck with Bree. Okay. She's got a taser. It's a very small, compact thing. She's ready to rock your world.
We love you, Bree.
Oh my God. I love Bree so much. She's wonderful.
Yeah, she and Malcolm are just down to earth people, Christian too, like Hannah, like the entire collective. They're all great folks.
They are. They're really great. And it's really made me feel like home. Like I really have appreciated Christian and like him introducing me to people here because it has made me feel like there's a sense of community here. It's hard in LA. It can feel very isolating.
Yes. Tell me about it because like, speaking of like the isolating, like because even just being like in the acting scene out here, like just like in musical theater and also, like trying to get more into like film and stuff, I feel like trying to like establish like wholesome friendships is so hard because people are like, oh, I'll be your friend if you know somebody. Or like, what can you do for me? Like, like type shit. And I'm just like,
I know. And I'm like, well, I know nobody. And I feel it's hard. It's a loaded question because like I'm very much doing that because I do run a podcast where I'm looking for guests. So yes, there is a sense of networking.
But you care about people. You're not just like, oh yeah, once I get like something from this person, I'd like, oh yeah, fuck you.
Right.
know?
Like I'm not like, go fuck yourself. What I really try to do for the most part is most of the people that I've had on my podcast have kind of become a friend.
Yeah.
And that's what I want. It's not a transactional deal. For me, at least, like I do feel like if I bring someone on, like I genuinely want to talk to that person and I care about that person. And when you walk out that door, like I do still want to hear from you and let's touch base and let's keep in touch. And I feel like networking that way for me just makes more sense.
Yeah.
Instead of going to a party, like the red carpet we were at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like if you go to something like that and you're just there to simply network, like I feel like you would get a taste of the true LA. Like if you don't know somebody or you don't have something for me, then like, bye-bye.
Exactly.
And like, I feel like there's more to people than that. And it might be my, small town upbringing, but it's hard for me to be transactional with people. It's just not within me.
Right.
LA feels very isolating in that sense. I can't imagine if I was here and I was just working my day job and I wasn't in podcasting and comedy. I don't know how you make friends unless you work in an office because how do you meet people? People kind of do their own thing. Yeah. Like it's not, I love it and I hate it at the same time because it's like, okay, you go to a workout class, you don't think, oh, maybe I'll meet somebody there. Everyone's in and they're out. They're barely looking you in the eye. Like they're like, listen, and I get it because I'm like sweating in Pilates and I'm like, don't look at me. But like, it's hard to meet people and I don't want to meet people in a bar.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the place.
It's kind of funny because like you remember like back then when everybody was kind of meeting IRL and then dating apps came and people like, oh, like now it's better to meet people on dating apps and stuff like that or make friends or whatever, like, with like via like the apps. And now we're kind of back to like, oh yeah, let's make friends IRL, even like at an event or just out and about or, like networking through whatever creative outlet. It's
okay, but it's so hard because this is a whole thing for me. So what I like about meeting somebody online is I can look them up. My friend can do a background check. I can have 3 of my friends. We're on multiple search engines. We found you on multiple social medias. I know who your mother is. I know who your brother is. I know who your uncle is. I get an idea of who you are as a person. If you're private, I will not fuck with you.
Yeah.
You've got something to hide. So I like being able to kind of investigate somebody.
What if they have no social media presence at all, but they're just a normal person?
I do kind of like that.
Yeah.
I like that. And I don't know if that will make sense to people, but if someone doesn't have social media, I'm like, okay, they're living authentically. If you're private, there's something, unless you have a job where maybe you can't, like I need a little more, I need a background story. I need a little more information. But that is the one nice thing about like dating online.
Yeah.
I do long for, like, I feel like my dream is that I'm like at a bar and my hair is like slightly blowing in the wind and I've got a really cute fit on and I look over my shoulder and I meet the man of my dreams. Like that is what I want to happen.
Yeah.
Am I going to find them on Tinder? Probably. Probably yes. Probably yes.
Sponsor the show, Tinder.
Sponsor the show, Tinder or Bumble. Also, I don't know if you knew that Only Fish of the Sea.
Oh, Plenty of Fish.
It's still a site.
My best
It's
friend
still a
used
site.
yes. Because I remember the early days of that, and my best friend had jumped on that. I was like, "What the fuck is this ugly ass layout?" It seems like one of those what is it, Kick or whatever, like way back in the day, like the old. Oh my goodness. It's still around though.
It's still around. Honestly, I want to give it a try. When I come out of retirement, I'm going to download Plenty of Fish and Farmers Only. And we're just going to take a gamble. I'm going to say, Jesus, take the wheel. And then I'll probably end up in a barrel in a field, but it's fine.
That's hilarious. Like, I feel like when it came to like dating apps, like, especially, and actually, you know what? That's why I started the podcast, because like, I was recently, well, not recently, it's been like what, 8 years now or something like that. Divorced. I was divorced in 2018.
You're a divorcee too?
Yes.
Congratulations. Welcome to well, you're in the club. We're in the club. Oh my God, I'm so happy to hear this.
Yeah. Married at 24, divorced at 26. And so long story short,
How long were you together? I'm sorry, can I ask?
Absolutely, yeah. So we were dating for about 7 years. 6, 7? Sorry, I had to do that.
How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 27, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, if you're 27, you can do that.
No, I'm 33, I'll be 34. Well, actually, by the time this comes out, I'll be 34.
Are you an Aquarius?
Pisces.
Oh, you missed the cusp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's why we're vibing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I get it. All right. I feel like we're too old to do the 6, 7, but I appreciated the effort to the younger youth.
Exactly.
Of the world.
There's some youngins that love to watch the show. So.
I hope not. How young?
So you know, like those Spotify metrics and stuff like that, and Apple Podcast metrics.
Yes.
So people that are like 21 to 25, there's like a huge I don't know, what is it, like 20-30% of people that are in that age group listen to this. I was like, what? And then like the majority of the population are people around like our age, like late 20s to like late 20s to late 30s.
That's my niche. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have an older audience. I feel like I'm in that millennial, area for sure. But you're speaking to the youth.
So yeah,
okay, you can 6, 7. Okay,
right? Trying to get what else y'all say? Skibbity toilet, whatever else is out there.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. I just it's so hard to keep up with the lingo, but yeah.
It is. It's so hard to keep up with the lingo. I'm so sorry. We went on 45 different routes. I apologize.
But yeah, so I was married at 24, divorced at 26. So we knew each other for about 6 or 7 years, and we had met in high school, but we never dated until like halfway through college, just because. My first year of college, I was out here for Columbia College Hollywood, but then moved back to Chicago because it was so expensive to live out here. Nothing's changed, of course.
It's gotten worse, arguably.
Exactly.
Costs more.
And so finished up with my bachelor's at Columbia Chicago. And we just started dating like halfway through college, and literally like a month before the wedding. So we were like engaged at this point, like a month before the wedding, she had cheated on me with somebody who slid in her DMs and on Instagram.
Oh,
and the
sorry.
only way that I found out about it was because she told me, because I guess the guy was blackmailing her. He was like, oh, if you don't keep meeting up or sending news, I'm going to tell your guy what you're doing. So she just flat out told me, completely just like shattered my heart. I'm like, well, how am I going to be able to get past this? And since our families were kind of close and stuff like that, I was like, well, and like the wedding was pretty much paid for.
And the deposits. I literally was thinking,
yep.
This is so bad. I would literally get married because I'm like, listen, we put deposits down.
Right.
You better wrap it
We're
up.
not getting that back. Exactly.
You better figure your shit out.
Yep. And so because of all of that, I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe I could just learn to forget and forgive. And I just couldn't. The first year of the marriage, I could not trust her. Second year of the marriage, I asked for a divorce. And so, like her lawyer drew up like the paperwork, and then I got my lawyer involved and all that stuff. And then it was a done deal. Thankfully, no kids or assets or anything like that came from that. So it was pretty much easy. Yeah. Easy, whatever.
As easy as a divorce can be on paper.
Right. Exactly. So hopping onto the dating apps for the first time, like almost a year after the divorce, just trying to navigate like what kind of world is this? It was, complex. And then I met somebody literally May of 2020. So like a month after I got Harley, I met somebody on OkCupid, and we dated for a couple of years. And long story short, didn't work out because we both come from like traumatic kind of like households, but the thing about it is I had musical theater and like arts and all these other positive outlets to turn all that negativity into something positive. And she didn't have those creative outlets. And so she was kind of projecting a lot onto me and kind of expecting me to carry her baggage. And it would get to a point where we were just arguing every day. And she would say, oh, well, I don't feel this way, Sean, and neither should you. Very invalidating. See, even Harley would agree. But
yeah, Harley agrees.
So, very invalidating. And so, I kind of just start to become a different person that I didn't like. I would just become vindictive. I'd be like, okay, well, if you want to be mean or whatever, fine. Then, don't ask me to do this. Okay, fine. You want to do that? Don't ask me. It just became tit for tat. And I'm like, this is not who I am. And so I had to leave that relationship. And then getting back onto the apps after that relationship, I feel like all the dating apps completely changed. I don't know what the fuck happened during COVID, but like the dating apps just like world was just so fucked because like it was already like, kind of unhinged before then. But after like COVID, once we were all coming back outside,
everyone was freshly divorced.
Yes.
Everyone was like ripping their tops off.
Yep.
They're like, hell yeah, brother, let's do this.
Exactly.
And just unleash a world of just craziness.
Yes.
One, thank you for sharing your story.
Yeah.
Two, can I ask?
Sure. I'm an open book.
How dealing with, the infidelity and that carrying into your marriage and then leaving your marriage and getting into other like relationships, how's that translated for you? How have you worked through that?
Yeah, that's a great question. So thankfully I was started seeing like a therapist like literally during 2020. So like, wow, so much shit happened in 2020. Oh my God. It's like
I
PTSD.
think I blocked it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
Right. I feel like we all have 2020 PTSD for sure.
I see Tiger King and I say, no.
Right. Exactly.
I rebuke it.
So since I was going through so much, stuff during that time, not only with the stress of COVID, but also dealing with like some family shit with like my stepdad, because he was abusive towards me and my siblings and stuff like that. And trying to, like, I pretty much got him out of my life by 2018 or whatever. But there was still some things going on where I still had to interact with him. And it was putting like a lot of like, just a lot of old things from my childhood was just starting to come back up. And I was like, I don't like being like in this kind of funk or whatever,
Yeah.
So went to my therapist and everything, got a therapist and, been working with her for about 6 years now. And, just talking through it all, it definitely helped me. Cause like, it's kind of sad because like when I was talking with her, she was like, yeah, it sounds like you figured out a lot of life on your own before before you sought therapy and everything. So I'm glad you were doing a lot of the mental work on yourself before you got to me. Mm-hmm. But, the amount of things that you've gone through, I'm glad that you were able to kind of seek therapy and, talk with me about it. So long story short with that, your question as far as how was I able to kind of like navigate all of that? I learned to not take things personal. Mm-hmm. So because, my ex, she was going through a lot of stuff and, again, a lot of the projections that were happening during that time, it kind of just put me on edge. I'm like, why is everything so intense? Why is everything an argument?
Yeah.
And after that relationship, and even just talking with my therapist, because we were doing couples therapy together too, during that relationship. And my therapist brought up like this point that I never really thought about. She was like, yeah, have you ever like kind of considered that maybe they don't know that they're doing it, like that they're acting, because that's just how they grew up to be. They this is their defense mechanism because of how they grew up in their household. Mm-hmm. And I was like, because like for me, I'm like, well, because I've, been like abused. I've been I've had to go through so much stuff that I've definitely spoke about on this podcast, but because I've just gone through so many crazy things in my life, why is it that like I can treat people with respect and like I can be aware about how I come off to somebody, but other people can't? Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And so I'm not going to sit here and say I'm perfect. I have like my issues and my flaws just like everybody else. But for the most part, like when it comes to like respect and like hearing somebody else out and hearing like their opinion, even like the most tense moments, I'm always willing to hear it out because it's like, I want to know, like, how can we communicate effectively and have a proactive response instead of like just going straight to 10. So yeah, that's kind of how I was able to kind of like just get through that. It was just through therapy and then just realizing, hey, you know what? Like, even though this person like is hurt too, or we all have our traumas, how can we communicate whereas we're not yelling at each other, but we're talking it out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's hard. That's hard when you're working on yourself and trying to, work through that block.
Yeah.
And then also getting your partner on board to be able to, it's very challenging when you live with somebody or when you're in a committed relationship with somebody and effectively communicating with them.
Yeah.
I think that's like one of the biggest challenges that new couples face, especially when you're first married. They do say like the first year of marriage is the hardest, which like is true.
Yeah.
It is definitely the hardest. So, I mean, you've come a long way. You're a strong individual for going through all of that stuff. So
I appreciate you. So yeah, like, and that's why I started this podcast, because like round 2 of the dating apps after like that COVID relationship and how everything in the environment just changed, I felt like a lot of people were kind of just, like a lot of people were not communicating or just like, hey, ghosting, or hey, like saying one thing, but not really being consistent. I'm like, okay. Fuck, like what's going on out here? And so me just putting out a couple episodes is just like an audio diary. Hey, I'm just going through this. Of course, not naming names or anything like that. I was just like, hey, has anybody else experienced this on a date? Cause like this was unhinged or whatever. And so just a couple of episodes, just myself. One day somebody just emailed the podcast and was like, hey, I'm going through this. Can you unpack it? I'm like, oh yeah, sure. I'll talk about it on the show. I'm like, hey, I'm not a therapist or anything like that, but I can give you like just my unbiased opinion. So, and then from that, more people started to submit, and then people like, they started to like, ask, hey, can I come onto your show and talk about stuff? And then that's how I started to get guests. And then I would also DM people, like, because I would see like a funny reel or something. I'm like, oh my God, that person's funny as hell. Or, oh my God, that dating story is so relatable. Can I bring this person on? I'll just DM them, and 9 times out of 10, they'll say, oh yeah, for sure. So I've had people of all different backgrounds. I've had therapists on. I've had actors on, comedians, other podcasters on. I've had a couple people from Love is Blind who didn't have like their story aired out. And they shared some stuff about how the Love is Blind process works. So it's definitely been like, I guess, a healing story, even just for me, just being on this podcast to just talk about, the wild world of just dating and life. But yeah, that's why I started it, because I was just like, okay, well, we all go through some stuff, and I just want other people to just have a platform to share their story.
You've created, think of how your show has evolved. Yeah. Just from simply just trying to, figure out how these dating apps work and navigating crazy fucking people and, just kind of reaching out. And I think you're so relatable, and it's so easy for people to listen and be like, yeah, I'm going through that too, and have this community of understanding. And dating is not easy.
Right.
Dating is hard. And like all my married friends tell me all the time, they're like, we do not envy you one bit. And I'm like, thanks. They all tell me, they're like, if my marriage doesn't work out, I'm just going to be single forever. Just because I think they hear a lot of these like horror stories of just what's online and what can be happening out there. And it can be a very intimidating place. So having a community where people can talk through it, and you're giving a platform for that, it's incredible.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And likewise, even just with the empire that you're building with Dammit Danii Podcast, and even just, people are sharing some of like their most like wild stories and just being personal like with you. Like that is something that I really admire too. And that's another reason too why I'm so excited to have you on, because I want to talk about like how like the setup for like the podcast. Like you said that it's kind of just like an open format. Like, I want to know, like, what are some of like the most memorable stories that was like, damn, that story is going to stick with me, and like, yeah, unhinged, or hey, it was a great story.
So I had a guest on, and this like isn't like super wild, but I felt like it was an in the moment.
Yeah.
And I prep my guests before they come on. I'll say to them like, hey, like just think of a damn it moment. It's an embarrassing moment. I used to drink on the podcast when I first launched it. So typically like we would be like 2 beverages deep, and then someone's like, I'll tell you this story.
I love
and
that.
then I'm like, maybe we don't do that anymore. So, we've reeled it in a little bit. I think I've only drank once on the podcast since I've started it here, which is probably for the best. But anyway, back to this guest, she was like, I don't know that I have one. And I'm like, girl, you got to have something. Dig deep. So, we're going through the interview, and it's kind of like in the back of my mind, I'm like, shit, she doesn't have anything. Like, what are we going to do? And we cannot do it, but most of my guests do share a damn it moment. And we're getting close to the end, and she's sitting in the chair, and she looks down, and she's like, my fly's down.
Oh, no.
I didn't realize it. And I felt so bad because typically I try to look at somebody just to make sure everything's good and the mic's in a good placement or we're ready to rock and roll. And as a woman, I'm trying to be is your hair in a good place? Because I would want someone to be like, hey, move your bang out of the way. But her fly was down and I completely missed it. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And she's like, well, here's my damn it moment. Low key, I'm happy it happened because we wouldn't have had a damn it moment. But I've had some crazy fucking stories, just some wild, and I'm surprised. I feel like people are a little more reserved when they first come and they're like, I don't know if I'm going to share this. Yeah. And then we get to the end and they're like, well, I shit myself once at this thing. And I'm like, all right. So I like to think that, I just have an ability to just kind of warm somebody up by that 50-minute mark that they're like, let me tell you the worst thing that's happened to me.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? Cause since you're here, I'll share a damn it moment with you.
Are you going to have another one?
Oh, I'll definitely have another one.
All right. Okay. Good.
So this one was definitely a wild dating story. So I had met this person on Coffee Meets Bagel. And
where are you finding these websites?
So
where is Coffee Meets Bagel? What if you're gluten-free? Is that a no?
Exactly.
Where did you? Okay, Sean, hold on. I'm so sorry. I hate to be this asshole.
No, go for it.
Did you Google dating sites just anywhere?
So because when did I first downloaded in 2019? Yeah. So this was after my divorce, long after. So when I downloaded it, I had downloaded Hinge and Bumble first because those the two popular that everyone knew about.
Yeah.
But then I started getting ads on my phone for Coffee Meets Bagel. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then downloaded it. I was like, oh, okay, this is a cool app. It seems like people have 8 days to before the chat closes, so it gets you to make a plan for a date. Otherwise, you lose that connection.
That is kind of nice. Yeah. I like that. I take everything back that I said.
But the downside is Coffee Meets Bagel, it's not a Christian-led app, but the founders just happen to be Christian, which is absolutely fine if that's someone's niche or whatever. But what I noticed was I was getting matched with a lot of very conservative Christian women. And I'm like, okay, let me, and of course, this was what was it, 2019? So so this was before things got really out of hand about how just to all the Trump and
before
MAGA
the
people,
world,
fuck all you guys. But
yes, before the world set on fire, yes.
I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna just go on this date. I was in my just say yes to everything era, Mm-hmm. So
that's where we get in the most trouble, Sean.
Exactly.
When we're like, YOLO, let's do it. Yes.
And so I went out on a date with this conservative Christian woman, and so we had a great I guess connection on the app. I could tell that she was kind of reserved, rightfully so. We don't know each other, but then we get on to date in person. And she was like, yeah, so I'm looking for a man who is going to be the spiritual leader of the household. He has to lead with Jesus in his heart, and he is in control of me, my body, and the children that we will bear. I kid you not. And on the other end of the table, I'm just frozen. I'm kind of okay, how does one react to that? Maybe your average conservative man would be like, oh, absolutely, fuck yeah. But I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, is she being groomed? Do you need help? Blink twice?
Literally. And what happened to what's your favorite color?
Right.
Do you like Diet Coke?
Right.
Do you like the beach? Do you like the hike?
Anything else.
A strong demand of somebody. first, like just to come right out of the gate with.
Right, like not even 10 minutes into just like talking, like because we're talking, you know, like, and so she just going on about this, and I was just so uncomfortable.
What did you say?
And so I was just like, you know, that's not really me. I like, you know, I understand you want like a protector and all that, like that I get, like, you know. But as far as like being like you know, like being in control of your body, I don't want to be in control of anybody's body but my own. And this is before the, you know, Nick Fuentes, your body, my choice type.
Girl.
She would have been a perfect match for him, but
maybe they're happy together somewhere.
Exactly.
Maybe they are. Who knows?
And so, yeah, I was just like, okay, you know what? I just really can't. I just can't, you know, like get aligned with that. And so she was like, you know what? I understand that you have some hesitations. Maybe we should just give it one more date because I want you to see that there is more to me than just besides like my beliefs. And silly me.
He said yes.
Right.
YOLO. Let's do one more date.
Exactly. So we go on like the next date, and fuck, where do we go? Oh, how can I forget? She suggests that we go to church together. And like, I'm all about going to church if that's your thing, but like, don't force someone to do it if that's not the religion they told you. Hey, it's not really for me.
Date?
On a second date.
Like, was her family there?
Thank goodness, no.
Like, that would be so weird to bring somebody you barely knew to church. That's such a personal thing.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. And so after that, we go and get lunch, and we have a sit down, and she tells me, so I stalked like your Facebook profile, and because like my profile is pretty much like, it's like, I wouldn't say public, but it's not private. It's like some old posts are still public or whatever, but some posts are private or whatever. You have to be my friend to see like all my posts. I don't really post on Facebook much unless it's like, oh, come see me in this theater production or listen to like this album or like that I put out.
But enough to investigate.
Exactly.
Ladies.
Exactly. So I'm easily searchable. And so like, which is crazy because my name is Sean Michael Williams, like the most like basic average white name ever. So I'm like, how the fuck did like, you know, like the fact that you found me, like, you know, go off because
we work hard, Sean.
There's so many Sean Michael Williamses.
Listen,
but like,
there's a lot going on behind the scenes. We are in the trenches.
But you know what I do? Whenever I get somebody's number, I kind of do my research as well. I'll do a reverse phone number lookup, and I get all the information that I need.
See, we all do it. We all search. You know, we need to know what's happening.
Yeah. So you know, she did her due diligence, and like I'm glad that she did or whatever. But for safety purposes, but so she was like, so I saw that you had posted this meme on your Facebook. It was like some meme from like college or whatever, and it was like this picture of like ping pong like balls or whatever, like the red Solo cups,
okay,
and like the shape of like a dick, and like the ping pong ball is going into it, and there's a caption that says "Ping pong, get your balls wet." During like, and I posted this like 2013, 2014 when memes were like popping off,
We love a good meme.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, like, yeah, this is gonna be funny. Of course, a lot of people on my Facebook like was laughing at it. I was like, oh my god, this is so funny.
And how old were you at the time?
Right.
Too?
Like exactly, like 2013. So I was like, what, 21? Yeah.
Right.
So.
Very on brand for the age.
Exactly. And so she was like, you know, I think it's very like childlike that you have an old post like that still up. You should take that down or whatever. Like, because even she confirmed, like, yeah, it's from like, you know, a long ass time ago, like, you know, but she was like, you know, but why is it even on your profile like at all? I'm like, who the fuck cares? And she was just like, that's not very Christian of you. And then after that, I was like, okay, I need to go. And so I was like, hey, I got something else going on, but I do, you know, like wish you all the best and everything. And like, yeah, I'm hoping that, you know, like you find a man, you know, that you're looking for who can, you know, be one with you in your faith.
And control your body.
Right, exactly.
Peace and blessings.
Right.
May the Lord be with you.
Exactly. You know like how they say in the South, bless your heart. Like,
literally, that would have been a perfect moment to pull out a bless your heart. Oh, missed opportunity.
Yeah. So
That's wild.
I had to get off of coffee meets bagel because I just kept meeting like a lot of like conservative women, and I like you know, and I met like some women on there like that dates were good when like you know didn't like go like we never went maybe past like a second or third date because like maybe like life things like either I wanted kids and they didn't, or hey, well we found out that there's more of a platonic vibe here, you know, sure we'll go our separate ways. But
are you like okay with living without electricity? Do you like to churn your own butter? How do you feel about milking goats? Would you like to knock door to door with me and tell everybody about the Lord?
Exactly.
I just, you know, I can imagine the things you've run into.
So yeah, definitely some funny moments. But yeah, like you know, speaking of which, so since I have you on, I want to know what is your damn it.
Oh my gosh, Harley!
See, even Harley wants to know if you're watching
Harley's
on YouTube.
ready.
If you're watching on YouTube or Spotify, you see Harley here. She wants to hear Danny's story.
She's giving me a side eye though. She's like, "Girl, I know you're about to tell me something
right
that I don't want to know, but I also, oh hi, baby, do you want to know?" Okay. I feel like I do need to have something a little bit like on the dating realm for you that, you know, it feels very on brand for this. And I don't talk about my dating life a whole lot on my podcast. So this is nice.
Yeah.
You know, people are getting to see another side of me that they're probably like, there's a reason you probably don't share this on your own. So when I was kind of like dating people in that like little span of time, I had met a gentleman who was like walking his dog and like we would cross each other, like we'd cross paths. He would walk his dog and I'd walk mine. And this is kind of where the whole dog thing comes from. And, you know, we would talk and we'd say hi. And I was like, oh, he's really cute. And I kept like, in the conversations, like I'd see him like over like, it was like a span of, I think like a few months. And the conversations were like getting a little bit longer and a little bit longer. And I'm like, okay, this does feel like a little flirtatious. Like I was kind of hoping that like, you know, he'd ask for my number or vice versa. And it finally happened. And we went on a first date and it was great. It was so great. I had a great time with him. And then I think that's kind of what sparked my, I don't know if I'm ready because I could have seen myself getting in a relationship with this guy. And I'm like, I don't know that I'm ready for that yet. And I'm like, give me a sign. Give me a sign if I'm making the right choice or not. Yeah. I got really sick. I don't know if I had the flu or the measles or whatever the fuck's going on around here, but I got very sick.
Oh no.
And we didn't have a second date for a while because I'm like, listen, like I'm just like, I'm down with it right now. And I'm like, he probably thinks I'm lying, but I truly was passing away for days. So one of the first days I surfaced, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to the grocery store that's closest to my house. So my friends and I call it weasel mode.
Weasel mode.
And we call it weasel mode because like if you're, you know, not doing your hair, not doing your makeup, you know, very Adam Sandler like an appearance, that is weasel mode. And all I wanted to do was go in, grab two things and leave. Like I'm still kind of like recovering and I see him outside of the store. And like, I'm like kind of starting to get my voice back, but like you can tell it like, she's not well still. And he's like talking to me and I'm like, you might want to like, cause he went in for a kiss. And I'm like, one, I don't know if we're on that level. Two, maybe stay a little bit away from me. Cause like, I don't know if I'm so contagious. And he was very respectful of that. And like, we're talking and stuff. Sean, in front of all these people that are walking in and out of this grocery store that I can't name because I don't want anyone to figure it out. He reaches over and he pinches my cheek. He takes my cheek in between his fingers. And I said, okay, I gotta go. And I think because he had tried to kiss me in public and I'm like, we've been on one date, bro, one date. And then he pinched my cheek. I'm like, hey, that's my sign. That's it.
That's the exit, right?
That's the exit. I can't be with a man that's going to pinch my cheek in public.
Yeah.
And it's not the right cheek. You know, it wasn't good. It was honestly, I would have been more okay with that. Yeah. He would have pinched my ass. I'd have been like, you know what? That's fine. That's okay.
Exactly.
Oh God.
That's wild.
I don't know. It felt like this weird term of endearment.
Oh, damn it, Danny.
It felt like a grandma being like, oh, come here. And like, I'm like, oh, Ugh, I'm having some weird vibes from this. So that's my story.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'll
Thank
give you
so much for
another
sharing
one
that.
when you come on the podcast.
Yes. Oh, remind me to tell you my Tinder one.
Yes.
My Tinder one is
Okay.
unhinged. And so if you all want to hear that one, you're going to have to go ahead and see me on Danny's podcast. And so I'll make sure to drop the link to that. You know, we'll get it all coordinated, and I know we're recording the time machine. We'll figure it all out.
We'll figure out the details,
Exactly.
but it's gonna be a good one. I can feel it. You got so excited, you like shifted in your chair. It's like my Tinder story, Danny. It's good.
It's good,
I
and it's
can't wait.
dark. It gets dark.
Oh shit. Okay, well I'll have to come up with a better one than a cheek pinching story.
But yeah, I look forward to it. I definitely look forward to it. Also, but before we do have a listener submission. Like before we get to that, though, I do want to call out the Poor Man's Podcast. Can you kind of tell us that podcast and how you're a co-host, and tell us about the setup of that and kind of promo it for us?
Okay, so Poor Man's Podcast is based in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and it is hosted mainly by Chris Hopper. He is a dear friend of mine. He was a friend that I made shortly after moving to Pittsburgh, and we've just remained close ever since. So it was he and myself, and he's had some like co-hosts kind of come in and out. Shaylee Baby, shout out to my girl, was also on the podcast as well. But his was very much, I'd say it was almost like a nighttime show, how he ran it. And I loved it because he would just have bullet points of what he wanted to go through. He would do like, you know, stuff that was kind of going on like in pop culture. He'd bring up different things. He started towards the last few months I was doing the show. He would come up with like little games, like little theme songs for the games that he'd like record himself. Bangers.
That's so cool.
Absolute bangers. I think he had a game that we did. It was this Bam Margera or Antonio Brown? Like who did the thing?
Yeah.
So he was very creative with it, and it made sense for the time. He's a huge Steelers fan, of course. But he has been producing some comedy shows as well. He's been co-hosting with me, but Chris is just a great friend. He's hilarious. If you are in the Pittsburgh area and he's performing, please see him. You will love him. He's hysterical. Right. And I mean, it's really been a great experience to co-host with him and to watch him grow and just to flex the muscle. I feel like flexing your comedy muscle does happen on stage when you're doing stand-up, but it can also happen in the moment with podcasting. A lot of it's improv. Yes. You're yes-anding. You're going. And I feel like he just helped me grow as a comedian as well. Wow. So
it's amazing.
Poor Man's Podcast.
All right. Definitely go check it out. And we'll make sure to link that in the description of this episode. And we'll also link all of Dani's, her Instagram and her podcast, all in the description of this episode as well.
You're the best.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. And so we do got a couple of listener submissions. So you ready to get to it?
I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
All right. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, can you do me a really quick favor? Can you please rate and review this podcast? Like hit that 5-star review, because I do read all the reviews because this helps me know how this podcast is helping others and how, you know, this podcast is serving you, because my job as a host is to serve you this podcast the way that you would prefer it to be. We got a few listener submissions, so thank you all for submitting this. So if you want to be part of the podcast and submit your stories or screenshots, whatever it is, situationspodcast.com/submit. Also, go and get your Go All the Way the Fuck Off t-shirt. Situationspodcast.com, click on the merch tab.
I need one.
Yeah, like, you know, I need to like just do like a bulk order and just give it to all my guests that come on for free, because you all are just so amazing. So amazing.
I would love that. Put me on the list. I'll hook you up with some stuff.
Absolutely. So we got a few screenshots, and this one comes from Hinge. Are you ready to unpack this?
Oh, if it's from Hinge, I'm so ready.
So it's up to us to decide if it's hinged, green flag, or unhinged, red flag, deal breaker.
Okay.
So this first one says, best travel story. Got kidnapped and escaped. crashed a motorbike, got rescued, and got shat on by a parrot within 2 days on a beautiful Nicaraguan volcanic island. Is this hinged or unhinged?
Okay, so this could go a few ways. One, I'm like, oh, he's kind of dangerous.
Right?
He's dangerous. He's gotten kidnapped. He's escaped. Is our first date gonna be? He's like, come to this volcanic island and save me. How romantic would that be, Sean?
Yeah.
I would get on a motorbike so fast. I would fly across the world. I would get on a motorbike. I would steer clear of parrots, and I would find the man of my dreams. So that could go one way. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like this has to be a good story.
Yeah.
I'd go on the date.
It makes for a really good story to talk about on a date.
I think I'd go on the date. I think it would be one date, but I would go on the date. So I'd say green flag.
Yeah, I think this was a green flag. Yeah, definitely hinged for sure.
Yep.
This next one says, my most irrational fear, you're not an eater. Now, this could go two of ways. I'm like, you're not an eater, like eating food or eating, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Okay.
I'm thinking it's the latter, yeah.
Is he like, I don't eat clams or I don't eat clam? Right. Like which one is it?
Right.
Also, is this person's, if I'm thinking of a date, is he worried that I just like to frequent a field and gnaw on hay? Right. I'm like, no, sorry, sir, I won't take any food today. I'll breathe in some air. I just love air. Exactly. I have a lot of questions.
Same.
I also feel like this is somebody that, maybe can't go out past dark, maybe doesn't, counts their steps, to and from a doorway. But this could also be sexual.
Yeah. I think it's sexual.
It could be sexual.
It could go both ways.
And you're not an eater. And
yeah.
I'm looking for an eater.
Right, exactly.
So I get it. I think it's another green flag.
Exactly. Yeah, this was definitely a green flag. It's like, if you're not, because I know for me, if you don't eat food, first and foremost, I'm like, okay, I can't be around it because I'm a foodie. I love food. I will fuck some food up. And then also, if you're not an eater, come on now.
What are you doing? Yes. What do you have to offer?
Right, exactly. I want to have a good time too. Yes. I eat you, you eat me.
It's a two-way situation. We do no one-way situations here. Situations.
Exactly.
Take a shot.
Right.
Take a shot. Yes. You've had enough time to sober up.
And for you, what is it? Yeah, for you Gen Z or whatever, 6'7", I'm talking about 6'9". That's where we come from.
Which anatomically is it's challenging.
Yeah,
I don't have the core strength for it. I'm gonna be very honest. Very honest.
One time, I'll tell you some really funny tea. Some really funny
Give me the
69 tea.
I love tea. Oh my God, we're going to be podcasting for 3 hours and it's going to be so great.
Exactly.
Your listeners can be like, please, never again. No joke. Or they'll say, bring me back.
Right. Since this is like an open platform as well, kind of a podcast, we talk about literally everything. So one time, someone that was much shorter than me, want to try something kinky. So I was like, it was like, 69 in bed is fun, but I had suggested, why don't we try 69 while standing up?
Oh.
And I highly recommend.
Okay.
It's a challenge.
I feel like you got to have some arm strength for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because this person was like 5'2", 5'3".
Okay.
Yeah.
So perfect.
Yeah.
And you're a tall guy.
Yeah. I'm 5'8", 6'5".
I was gonna say, shut up. Shut the fuck up. And he's actually 6'5", ladies.
Right.
If you see his profile, he is 6'5". He's not when they say they're 6 foot and they're not.
Exactly. That's why I like to joke about it, because all the short kings like to say that they're tall. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just say that I'm short.
Uh-huh. I like that. I like that you clarify, and I appreciate that.
Because there's no such thing as a 5'10" man or a 5'11" man.
No.
It's only 5'8", 5'9", 6'1".
Yep, that's it. There's no in between. It's like they just forgot it on the measuring tape at the doctor's office. They're
Exactly.
like, this is the lying section where you could really go either way. They put it in your prescription. They're like, you can stretch this to 6 foot.
So yeah. Give it a try, you all. Give it a try.
I do have a good, I have a good story for you.
Tell us.
Oh my God. So I was working a server job for a while I was in Pittsburgh, and I dated one of the servers that worked there. And it was one of the first time that we hooked up.
Yeah.
And, things are getting hot and heavy, and I was really excited, and we're ready to go. And I'm like, okay, this is getting steamy. This is getting good. And like, we're taking clothes off, and, things are flying. Sean, he took his teeth out of his mouth.
Oh no.
He took his teeth. I didn't know he had fake teeth, Sean. It was never disclosed to me that there were dentures involved. He was like 30.
Oh, wow.
He was 30 and had dentures that he took out of his mouth.
What the hell happened to his teeth?
He apparently liked some recreational drugs in his past life. Yes.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. And then I'm like, I got to make a game time decision here. Because it's kind of like, it's like having sex with your pappy.
Right.
There's no teeth and it's very gummy. But
right. What is he eating?
Literally. But then I'm like, but he has no teeth, so like nothing's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it's gonna tickle.
And if he goes to like bite me, it'll be like a little turtle kiss. He'll be like, ring, 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 ring. So I did let it happen because I needed to experience it. And you know what? I was in my YOLO phase, and I did that. Yeah.
There you go.
I did that.
Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. If someone takes their teeth out, give it a try.
Exactly. People are like listening, like, oh, wow, I got some new things to try.
You got some new things to try. Denture play. And you don't even have to be in a senior living facility to do it.
Exactly. And if anybody wants to know how to do a 69 standing up, you just bring the person up there and you just eat.
I love that.
That's how you do it. So this last one says, together we could split the bill. Just don't pick somewhere too expensive.
No.
I didn't even have to ask.
No. You know what, Sean?
Tale as old as time.
So old as time. I literally think this is like in the Constitution somewhere in like fine print. I have been bamboozled, Sean, and by an embarrassing amount of times by men that I'm like, we'll split the bill, or I'm a very big component of, I don't even need you to pay all the time. Like, you pay this time, I'll pay next time. I love a good honor system.
Yeah.
Like, we'll go back and forth. Like, I feel like I don't want a nickel and dime. Don't Venmo request me for $2.95. I will tell you to go fuck yourself. Like, do not do that. Like, do not nickel and dime me. And no.
Yeah.
The answer is no. Red flag, don't do it. Do not split the bill.
I agree.
And if you are splitting the bill, you need therapy. You need to deeply look within as to why you're so fucking cheap.
Right. Exactly. Facts.
Don't date if you can't afford it.
There you go.
Thank you. I'll be ready for president.
Right. Yes.
That's my stance.
Danii 2028.
Yep. Harley thinks it's a great idea.
Exactly. Gonna be VP Harley? Oh yeah.
You would be such a good VP. You look so cute.
First pup.
First pump. We get you a cute little outfit.
Exactly. But yeah, I definitely do agree with you on that, because like splitting like the check is like, yeah, don't go out on a date then. And on top of that, I do think that like, the guy should pay for the first date, especially because like, it's definitely more of a process getting ready for women, because you got to put on makeup, you got to put on let your girls know where you're at, and like clothes selection. I get it. It is a process. Whereas guys, I throw on a shirt and pants and I'm out the door.
Sean, you make such a great point, and I love that you said this, because it does cost us. So I don't think men think about that. Like, the hair's not like cheap, the makeup's not cheap.
Right.
The process is time that we're doing. We're obviously going to buy a cute outfit. We're not wearing something we have. Mm-hmm. Typically, we're going to buy something new. It is a whole process. And yeah, we have to share a location with our friends.
Yeah.
So it's a whole thing.
Absolutely. So it's the least a guy can do for the first date, at the very least. And then you all talk about it, and like maybe the third date, she pays or whatever it is. Just have a conversation, talk about it. Communicate. Communication.
Right?
Communication.
Oh my God. I hope that somebody does take the advice and they are taking shots during the episode.
Someone's gonna be really fucked up by the end of this episode.
Oh my gosh, I hope. Okay, so if someone does it, they should stitch or like do like a little like, is it remix on Instagram?
Oh yeah. Someone, right? Do it. Definitely do it. Let us know.
Oh, that'd be so fun. Someone's got to do it. Please.
Exactly. Those were such great submissions. Thank you all for submitting those. Like really funny, really great. And Danii, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And do you want to let our listeners know where they can find you? Plug all your content right on here.
All right. So you can find me at the podcast. It's at Dammit Danii Podcast. That's DAMMIT DANII pod. I think it's just pod on Instagram. I know it's a fucking nightmare. It's the same everywhere. We've got a YouTube channel. We have Instagram. We have Spotify. I think it might be on Apple Podcasts. There's a lot of obscure places that I think it lives as well. Working on a website. We do have a merch store. It's dammitdaniepod.com. You can follow my personal page at Danii Kaufman, and that's Danii, DANII KAUFMAN. Lastly, I would like to plug, and I got to pull it up so that I don't mess this up.
Yeah, let us know. We love a plug.
We're plugging.
Plug City.
That's the name of the game here. So I will be headlining a show at home. So I will be headlining a comedy show in Altoona, Pennsylvania. June 20th. It's a Saturday night. It is produced by Dead Mike Comedy, a good friend, Eddie Barnes.
Yeah.
It's going to be at Funky Claude's, and it's called the Femme Fatales of Funny. So it's going to be a good time. It's an all-female lineup. I'm going to be alongside some great female comedians. I'm very excited for the show. It's going to be a good time. So if you find yourself randomly in Altoona, Pennsylvania on June 20th, come out. But it means a lot to me to perform in my hometown. So I'm very excited.
Oh, that's so amazing. Congratulations on that. I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
So definitely go ahead and get your tickets. If you're in the area, like definitely go see Danii. And like it's going to be a great show. And hell, if you got the money to fly out there, fly the fuck out there, support Danii.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll take you around all the places in Altoona you got to go. I'll take you to the best bar food places because it's all bar food there.
Yeah.
But it's the best food. I'm telling you. If you ever find yourself in Altoona, I will show you all the places.
All right, absolutely.
I'll just get a little bus. We'll do a little tour. It'll be so fun.
Yes. There we go. Yes. So you all heard it here first. So definitely go ahead and support. And then, whether you're on a boat, a plane, a train, hey, you can be at like the third house down the street out in Altoona. Altoona?
It's Altoona.
Out in Altoona, Pennsylvania.
I'm proud of you. You did very well with that. It's weird. I understand.
You could be on the third house all the way down. You could take Situaseans Podcast with you wherever you go. We're everywhere. Like, comment, subscribe. And with that, I'll see you all back here for the next episode in a couple of weeks. Woo!
Thank you.